you're out there and you're saying you can't. Like, I can't score PKs. I'm really bad at PKs. Or I can't use my left foot. I have a weak left foot, right? Or I'm not good at defending one-on-one, or I'm not good at taking players on. And what you have to realize is that when you say that you can't, I mean, there's so much research and studies out there about what happens to you when you use that kind of negative language saying that you can't, right? Your body just responds and says, okay, you say you can't, so you can't, you won't. But what's happening is that whenever you do something in soccer or in life, it's about two things. It's about the action, and then it's about, most importantly, your mindset, your mind, what your mind is telling you to do. So I'll share an example with you about how I developed my left foot. As a soccer player, like many people, I'm a preferred right-footed soccer player, okay? And when I was younger, I never wanted to use my left foot. I was like one of those people who said, I can't use my left foot, it's weak, I have no confidence, I'm not gonna do it, right? And when you say you can't, that's an equivalent to, I want you to imagine that there's a brick wall. There's a brick wall. It's high up, 6 feet, 7 feet high, okay? And on the other side of that wall is you being able to accomplish that, to be able, so in this case, on the other side of that wall, it's me being able to effortlessly, seamlessly use my left foot. So when I was younger, I had that wall up, I can't use my left foot, okay? And the reason why is because my mind couldn't grasp the fact that I could use my left foot because I was so far behind. I never used it, okay? One day I started going outside, practicing my left foot, using my left foot, kicking the ball against the wall, and doing it with a purpose. And with a purpose, I mean visualizing the outcome. The outcome is that I'm going to be able to take players on with my left foot. That's the purpose. So I wasn't doing it aimlessly, right? I was doing it because I was envisioning me taking a player on my left foot, or doing a scissor, taking a touch pass to defender, shooting and scoring upper 90, or to the goalie's left, to the goalie's right, whatever, okay? And the more that I practice that, something happens in your unconscious mind, okay? The more you practice that, what happens is that your unconscious mind, bear with me, it starts to chisel at that wall, that brick wall, and it starts to knock it down brick by brick. And the more that you practice, the more that you take action, in this case using your left foot, the more the wall is falling apart brick by brick, okay? And when that wall, the more action you take, when that wall becomes like a 1 foot wall, you've worked so hard, right? And when that wall is just a small little wall, instead of chiseling it down at this point, you kick the wall down, and the wall falls down into millions and billions of pieces of just tiny rubble, okay? And what has happened? You've successfully programmed your mind to go from this can't to I can. So you understand what happens with action. Now you've bridged the gap. That's why you practice in soccer, is because you want to get to the point where your mind is telling you that you can. And when you get to that point, trust me, it is the most powerful thing in the world, because now you do it unconsciously. Your unconscious mind is now telling you that you can. You can. And what happens in the game? You go out and you beat that player. You go out and you do the scissor, take the ball with your left foot, and you score upper 90, just as I do now. I'm living proof. Now I take players on with my left foot because my mind is almost separated from my body, really, right? My mind tells me that I can do this with my opposite foot. I was going to say weaker foot, but it's no longer my weaker foot. It's now on the same level as my right foot almost, okay? So whenever you say that you can't do something, the only reason why is because it's uncomfortable for you. It hasn't become a habit yet. So you have to practice and practice, and you have to program your mind to start to knock down, to chisel that wall. Chisel down, knock down those bricks. And then when you get to this point where you could push down that wall, momentum, you successfully, my friend, programmed your mind to I can. And because you can, you reap what you shall sow, you will.